Thanks for tuning in to another Up Close and Country at Hackensack Meridian Health, Stage 17. I'm Katie Neal from Nash FM 94.7. Thanks for tuning in. We've got all of you on Facebook Live, and we've also got our live studio audience right here in New York City. We couldn't be more excited. We are going to be taking questions from Facebook Live a little bit later on, so if you've got any questions for our performer today, please leave them in the comments. Huge thanks to our friends at Sparkling Ice, fruity, flavorful, sparkling water. Everyone here today, did you get some sparkling ice? It's delicious, isn't it? Our performer today, we're so excited to have him here. He's got a brand new EP out that just came out this month. It's called See You Try. He's made over 50 appearances at the Grand Ole Opry. He's making his debut appearance tomorrow at Opry City Stage in Times Square. But here for you today at Hackensack Meridian Health, Stage 17, please welcome Craig Campbell.
No, don't stop. All right. Good to see y'all. Hello. Surprise. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Well, my name is Craig, and this is Jason Miller on the guitar today. Jason is 1/3 of my road band, the Campbell Toes. That's a fact. So yeah, we've had a lot of fun. We've been in New York City for the last couple of days, and we been able to run around and play these guitars and sing these songs to a few different folks. But none more exciting than being right here at Nash FM right now. So. The EP just came out June the 8th, so it's been out just under a month, and it's called See You Try, which is also my current single, and I don't know of a better way to kick this party off than to go ahead and play that song. This one's called See You Try.
Nobody talk me into leaving when I'm hanging at my spot and all my boys are drinking, shooting some pool, shooting some shots, playing it cool on that old jukebox. Ain't nobody ever gonna take this wild side, but I'd like to see you try tonight. You're my kind of country fine, and I just might change my mind. Keep crossing lines with all them moves I'm seeing, double thinking twice. And I'd like to see you try pulling me out on the dance floor, talking me into walking out of that back door, into the song, taking you home, getting it on. Yep. I'd like to see you try and tell my buddies where we're going. Say we'll put it to the floor and drive it like we stole it. Steal a little kiss off of my lips. No, girl, don't quit. I'd like to see you try tonight. You're my kind of country fine, and I just might change my mind. The way you keep crossing lines with all the moves I'm seeing, double thinking twice. And I'd like to see you try out on the dance floor, talking me into walking out of that back door, into the song, taking you home, getting it on. Hey. Yeah, I'd like to see you try tonight. Hell, I done made up my mind, but you ain't gotta stop trying. Who am I kidding? You know I'm going home with you, baby. But I'd like to see you try tonight. You're my kind of country fine, and I just might change my mind. The way you keep crossing lines with all them moves I'm seeing, double thinking twice. And I'd like to see you try tonight. You're my kind of country fine, and I just might change my mind. The way you keep crossing lines with all them moves I'm seeing, double thinking twice. And I'd like to see you try pulling me
out on the dance floor, talking me into walking out of that back door. End of the song, taking you home. Come on, baby. Thank you. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I had a set list and I don't know where it went to, but I think this one's next. As a country music singer, we have songs that we write, and there's usually this real long and deep thought of how the song was written and inspiration and all that, but I don't have that for this song. The only thing I can say is I really can't introduce myself to people that don't know me as a country music singer without having at least one drinking song. And this is that song for me, and it's just a song about tequila, and it's on the EP as well. The name of it is, I'm not going to tell you. Just wait and see. Here, one, 2, 3, 4. My baby told me she didn't love me, so here I am down in Mexico, in Rosarita's Rio Cantina, working on my Espanol. Mas tequila, por favor. Hey. Do I like it? Si, senor. Mi amigo, por some more. Mas tequila, por favor. My poor old liver feels like that river, but I ain't sure I'm over her or not. So we're gonna stay here, me and Jose here, and give it just one more shot. Mas tequila, por favor. Hey. Do I like it? Si, senor. Right here. Mi amigo, por some more. Mas tequila, por favor. I don't want no cold cerveza. I don't want sangria wine. All I want is what goes great with a broken heart, a shake of salt, and a slice of lime. Mas tequila, mas tequila, por favor. Do I like it? Si, senor. Mi amigo, por some more. Mas tequila, por favor. Do I like it? Si, senor. Mi amigo, por some more. Mas tequila, por favor. No, she don't love me anymore. Mas tequila, por favor. Hey. All right. Thank you. So I'm pretty excited about this EP. It's been a hot minute since I've had some new music out, and the fans that have kind of stuck with me over the last couple of years have been asking me when we're going to hear some new music. And I'm glad to say the wait is over. But so yeah, I signed with Broken Bow back in early 2015, and this was one of the very first songs we recorded for the new project, which. So yeah, this song is almost 4 years old, but it was one of those songs that as soon as I heard it, I knew it was a hit song, and we recorded it. And sometimes when you record a song, time will pass, and then you will not love it as much. But this was not the case for this song. It stood the test of time, and I love it just as much the day we recorded it to the day we put it on the EP, and every time I hear it. And plus, it's one of them songs that I want people to know something about me in case they didn't already know. And the thing that you'll learn about this from this song is that I'm super sexy. Tell them.
Very sexy.
Yeah. So okay, this is one of my favorite songs on the EP. Here we go. One, two, three, go. Traced your lips in ruby red, dabbed a little perfume on your neck, slipped on that black dress. You know I can't resist. Low cut, high heels, all I know is the way I feel, and you can blame yourself for this. I was gonna take you out, I was gonna take you downtown, I was gonna spend all night doing it right, but look what you've done now. I was gonna take my time, I was gonna buy the wine and dance you off the ground. Oh, but now I don't wanna take you anywhere, I don't wanna take you anywhere, I don't wanna take you anywhere but upstairs. Look at me like it ain't fair. You're the one who went and let down your hair. Girl, I'm going crazy, and all that's on my mind is your smile, your kiss. We're in a moment I don't wanna miss, so let's stay in tonight. I was gonna take you out, I was gonna take you downtown, I was gonna spend all night doing it right, but look what you've done now. I was gonna take my time, I was gonna buy the wine and dance you off the ground. Oh, but now I don't wanna take you anywhere, I don't wanna take you anywhere, I don't wanna take you anywhere but upstairs. Take you downtown, I was gonna spend all night doing it right, but look what you've done now. I was gonna take my time, I was gonna buy the wine and dance you off the ground. Oh, but now I don't wanna take you anywhere, I don't wanna take you anywhere, I don't wanna take you anywhere but upstairs. Take you anywhere, I don't wanna take you anywhere, I don't wanna take you anywhere but upstairs. Thank you. Appreciate it. So I had a song on the radio last year, and when I wrote this song, I never thought about radio. It was just one of the ideas that I had, and as a songwriter, sometimes when you have an idea, if you don't write it, it'll haunt you. You just like every day you go to write a song, this one just keeps popping up, and then I just was fighting it off, and then finally I said, okay, I'll write you. Let's write it. And it was just one of those to get it off my chest. It's a very personal song. But then I started playing it out live, and started getting these crazy, just weird reactions from the crowds, like standing ovations and stuff. And Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't, you know. No, but really though, people started reacting to this song in a way that I had never had anybody react to any of my songs. So I went back to our then record label president, and I said, "Man, I don't know what's going on with this song, but something's going on with it. We need to let everybody hear it." So we put it on the radio, and it was a hit for me. So I want to play it for you. This is what it sounded like when I wrote it. My grandpa taught me about buck knives and shotguns, how to cast an old Zebco, and how to work a stick shift. He taught me the Bible and about all 12 disciples, and he made sure that I know there's life after this, with the pearly gates, the streets of gold. He said, if I just believe, that's where I'll go. But Lord, when I die, I want to live on the outskirts of heaven, where there's dirt roads for miles, hay in the fields, and fish in the river. And where there's dogwood trees and honeybees and blue skies and green grass forever. So Lord, when I die, I want to live on the outskirts of heaven. Now it says in the King James, in the Almighty's kingdom, he mentions a mansion that he's built just for me. Now I'd gladly trade it for a farmhouse with acreage and a backyard that's shaded and a squeaky front porch swing. That's where I want to hang my wings when I die. The outskirts of heaven, where there's dirt roads for miles, hay in the fields, and fish in the river. And where there's dogwood trees and honeybees and blue skies and green grass forever. When I die, I want to live on the outskirts of heaven. Yes, I do. Yeah, the good Lord knows me. He knows I need I want to live on the outskirts of heaven. Yeah, when I die, I want to live on the outskirts of heaven. Thank you.
Hackensack Meridian Health, Stage 17. Keep it going for Craig Campbell. And for Jason, the Campbell toes. I cannot get over that. I'm not going to try to explain that if you don't know that. Yeah, the Campbell toes. Just a cute little name. So the new EP just came out this month. It's got to feel really good to have new music out, right?
Should I get here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It feels extremely good. It's been too long. As an artist, we love making music. We love playing music, and we make a lot of music for ourselves. But at the same time, we make music for the fans as well. So for that hiatus, if you will, I was ready for that to be over with.
Well, fans are really excited too. It's nothing but like, we're so excited for this CD on the Facebook Live comments right now. But when you're putting this project together, how did you go about picking and writing songs and deciding what was going to make it?
Well, we honestly, over the last 3 years, I guess, is how long we've actually been working on this, and there were songs that I wanted to put on there for sure, like Outskirts of Heaven. There's 2 versions of it. There's one that was on the radio, and then there's an acoustic version on the EP that, when I wrote the song, and I loved the version that was on the radio, I don't think it could have been recorded any better. There was still some of the emotion that I felt like kind of got swallowed up into, like by the drums and the electric guitars and stuff. So I wanted people to hear the way it was, kind of just stripped down. So I definitely wanted Outskirts on there. See You Try was a no-brainer just for many reasons. Outside of it just being a big old hit, and the name of the EP and the single, it's just one of my favorite songs I've ever recorded. And there's a song in there called Kids in the South. We record songs so that people can learn more about us. And if you want to know how it was for me growing up in South Georgia, just listen to Kids in the South. And so the process was tough, but luckily there were some songs that I loved, and there were some songs that were brought to me by the record label and my management team, and collectively we sat down and picked the best songs.
Well, we're really excited about it. We know the fans are really excited about it. You are touring pretty much all summer this summer. Is your family coming out on the road with you? I mean, how are you balancing, being a dad and being an artist?
Well, no, we are road dogs. We love the live show part of it, and being able to go out and tour and play. But when we travel, there's 8 or 7, 8 of us if you count the driver, and there's really not much room on the bus for
no, totally.
I mean, we make room if we have to for but at the same time, a lot of the places we go are super boring.
So the kids don't want to go anyway.
During the day, I mean, people forget that there's, outside of the 90-minute show, there's 22 and a half hours of nothing. And sometimes we get stuck in the middle of nowhere and in the middle of a rodeo dirt field, and so there's nothing to do. So my girls get bored with that pretty quick.
They're like, no, Dad, you just go. Yeah. We'll stay home. So there are so many interesting facts about you, but 2 of them that I wanted to highlight is that last summer you toured with Luke Bryan on Hunt and Fish and Lovin' Every Day, but before that you also played in his band?
Yeah.
So it was piano, right?
Yeah.
What was that experience like? Like, what did you take away from, playing with Luke and watching him perform every night?
Well, back when I played piano for Luke, it was before he had his record deal. And so we traveled in a Chevy Avalanche, pulling a U-Haul trailer with all of our musical equipment in it. But it was fun, and I learned a lot from Luke. And to this day, and looking back, I knew Luke was going to be something special. And I knew it back then just by the way he entertained. And that's the one thing that standing back, I was on this side of the stage, kind of in the back, and watching him do his thing. I mean, he was Luke Bryan even back then before he had his record deal. And one thing I learned from Luke is it's all about the fans having a good time, and that's what I learned from him, and that's what I try to do. I don't have the moves he's got,
those hips.
But I learned a lot from Luke.
There's another thing, and not a lot of artists or songwriters can say this, but you wrote a song and Garth Brooks recorded it. How hard is it to give up a song, or is it kind of easy when Garth calls?
Yeah, I mean, if Garth calls and says, "Hey, I like this song," you give it to him.
Like, yeah, whatever you want, take all of it.
But ironically, actually, I was working on an album with my previous record company before they closed, and I had recorded All American Kid, and at the time, it was called All American Comeback Kid. That's what I when I wrote it, that's what the name of it was. And so that album never came out. And then we got a email saying Garth wanted to record All American Kid and then All American Comeback Kid. And I'm like, what? Because I'd never had a song recorded by anybody else. And
Not a bad place to start.
So then a few weeks passed, and then they get another email said, hey, Garth wants to change the title to All American Kid. And I said, okay, we're getting serious. All right.
This is very serious.
This is happening. And then a couple of weeks later, we get another email. Hey, Garth actually wants to put a hyphen between All and American. I'm like,
a lot of very simple changes. Big on the grammar here.
I'm like, man, y'all wasting your time checking with me on this. What Garth wants, Garth gets. And prior to that, leading up to, I don't even know how Garth heard the song, but it's something cool in my resume.
Definitely very cool. Something else very cool is that you have made over 50 appearances at the Grand Ole Opry, which is awesome. That is a huge milestone. Craig reached that last fall. And tomorrow night, you are going to be making your debut at Opry City Stage in Times Square. Tickets are still available, oprycitystage.com. Are you excited? Have you ever played a show in Times Square?
Never. This will be my first time, and I've talked to a bunch of people that have either played there or has just been to Opry City Stage, and they say it's super cool and super nice. So, I mean, anywhere where we can play music, we're excited about. But to be able to play New York City at the Opry City Stage, we're a little more excited.
Very, very excited. Well, live studio audience, would you like to hear a couple more songs? All right. This is Keep Them Kissin' Comin'. It's Craig Campbell.
All right. You got your hair down, you got that look in your eye that says, come here and get me, boy. Lay me down and love me just right. Ain't going nowhere. I got a bottle of wine, I got nothing but time on my hands, and I'm gonna be your man tonight. Oh yes I am. I can't imagine doing nothing but what I'm doing, just laying around tangled up with you. We got our buzz on, sipping on a little something. I need your loving. Them kisses coming. I'll keep them coming, baby. Oh, it's been a long week. I've been missing me some you. And all I wanna do is get your lips on mine, girl, if you want it. Hey, I can't imagine doing nothing but what I'm doing. Just laying around tangled up with you. We got our buzz on, sipping on a little something. I need your loving. Just keep your kisses coming. Yeah, keep them coming all night. Don't stop killing me, baby. Don't stop driving me crazy. Oh, I swear there's honey on your lips. Baby, give me one more long, slow kiss. I can't imagine doing nothing but what I'm doing, just laying around tangled up with you. We got our buzz on, sipping on a little something. I need your loving. Just keep them kisses coming. Yeah, keep them coming all night. Hey.
Thank you.
It's one of my shining moments as a songwriter right here. This is a true story. This happened to me in the 10th grade. It did. The best part about this story is I never got caught. I never told my mama until I was 25 years old. But I was traumatized by this event. Writing songs is a form of therapy. So this is how I deal with my issues. So I'm going to lay my burdens down on you right now so you can share the turmoil that I went through. Bear with me. Here we go. The first time we did it, I was scared to death. She snuck out in that cotton dress, jumped on in and we drove to the lake, put her hand on my knee, said I can't wait. I had everything we needed in the bed of my truck. Turns out my baby loves to fish. She wants to do it all the time, early in the morning, in the middle of the night. She's hooked and now she can't get enough. Man, that girl sure loves to fish. Now after that, that's all she wanted to do. That was okay, cause I did too. She always wants to go down by the dam, and I love how she looks with my rod in her hand. If they ain't biting, she don't give up. Turns out my baby loves to fish. She wants to do it all the time, early in the morning, in the middle of the night. She's hooked, and now she can't get enough. Man, that girl sure loves to fish. Yes, she does. Now I love to see her silhouette reflecting off the water with her hoods and her sneakers and her pretty pink bobbers. The first time I saw her, I knew I was in love. 'Cause I found a girl who loves to fish. I love to see her lying there on the bank in the full moonlight. Now I can't even believe my luck. I found a girl who loves to fish. She wants to do it all the time, early in the morning, in the middle of the night. She's hooked, and now she can't get enough. Man, that girl sure loves to fish. Yeah, I know she loves to fish, and I do too.
Keep it going for Craig Campbell and for Jason. Thank you so much for coming up here today.
Thank
this
y'all.
is so much fun. You can get Craig's new EP, See You Try. It's available everywhere music is sold. You can see him tomorrow night, Opry City Stage. Tickets at oprycitystage.com. Thank you to everyone who watched on Facebook Live, to our live studio audience. And thank you to Sparkling Ice, fruity, flavorful, sparkling water. We will see you next time up close and country at Hackensack Meridian Health, Stage 17.